Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Dark Matter Ray Allen. And I know Ray Allen is not the most exciting Dark Matter. And if you lock in the set this weekend and you get Ray Allen, you're probably disappointed, and for good reason. But they did change this card and changed his release in addition to giving him top tier SIGs. And I think he's really good at the shooting guard position. Yes, he's only 6'5", but he's as good as any 6'5" card's going to be, pretty much. This card looks phenomenal on paper, and I think he's going to be a very good option in my team, so I'm excited to try him out in this gameplay. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily My Team content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Massive shout out to my boy Dylan for letting me use his account for this gameplay, in addition to a couple of gameplays I did yesterday as well, and maybe a couple more this weekend. I don't know. Regardless, really appreciate that a lot. And Ray, 6'5", 99 offense and defense, 98 driving layup, 99 close shot, 3-ball mid-range, not a surprise, 98 free throw, 98 driving dunk, 97 ball handle, 96 steal, 97 perimeter. The interior defense could be a little better, but he's also only 6'5", so that's kind of going to be an issue regardless, at least a little bit. 96 speed, spit ball and excel, 97 vert, 88 strength, 97 lateral quickness, and then badge-wise, 40 Hoffs, 26 gold badges. Hall of Fame badge-wise, does he have Hoff handles for days? Yes, he does. That is the badge that I was really hoping he would have. And yeah, the card's awesome. Golden Movable Enforcer. Everything else important defensively is on Hoff, pretty much. And yeah, he's an elite level card who's really not missing anything important, which is pretty true about basically every single card that comes out these days, obviously. But at the same time, this Ray Allen, the thing that makes him really good now is the fact that they changed his jump shot to Kyle Korver base, which I think is one of the best bases in the game. He still has his own upper, which means it's still his own release, or still kind of looks like his own release. It's just a faster version of his own release, basically, is how I would describe it with that Korver base. I think Korver base is one of the best bases in the game. Now, Ray's upper is not extraordinarily elite, so that does kind of slow down the upper, or slow down that Korver base just a little bit, and probably does hurt the card a bit in terms of what he's able to do. And I will say, the fade is kind of noticeably slow because of the upper not being incredible. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And I'm not greening at all right now on his fade. I'm a little smoky on it. You definitely got to hold it down longer than you would expect. But I don't think that's a deal breaker with this Ray Allen card, because his actual standstill release does not feel that way. Because of that Korver base, which is so elite, it kind of counteracts the slower upper, and it really does help to create a very, very nice, smooth, easy, fast jump shot still. May not be Glenn Rice fast, but it's still very good. And I think combine that with near perfect SIGs, or basically perfect SIGs, and elite level overall ability as a slasher, as a shooter, as an everything. I mean, this is young Ray Allen. He can come out here and hoop and do everything well. And I'm excited to use this card because I think he's going to be better than people are giving him credit for. Now, he is still the disappointing pull this weekend if you lock in the set. I understand that entirely. And if you lock in the set, I am sorry for you. But that doesn't change the fact that he's a good card and he's going to be a lot of fun to use, and that this Korver base definitely helps to upgrade him. So let's hop into a game. See what Ray Allen can do. Interestingly enough, this dude also has Ray Allen assists too. So he's got Hakeem, Giannis, and Levine from last week, interestingly, in addition to Dark Matter, Artest, and Ray Allen. So I would say as a whole, our team's better, and Ray Allen getting to the rim first possession, showing off that Kyrie dribble style, able to burst downhill and get an easy dunk. Ray Allen is far from just a shooter in my team, and obviously he was far from just a shooter in real life, especially in his youth. But this card looks really good, and I think he's going to be super solid now. Not great defense there, giving up a wide open catch and shoot to Ron Artest, but that is okay. And let's come set a nice little screen here, get an L2 cancel. I mess up the movement, but it doesn't really matter. Should have been a steal, but it wasn't, so it doesn't really matter. And burst this way, fade for me. The upper is bad. The upper kills his fade. It does. And I don't think it kills his jump shot, at least not as much, because his base is really good. But fade is basically the fade you have plus your upper determines your fade timing. And his upper is not good, and that means his fade is slow. So you're going to need a lot of space to get his fade off with consistency, and that's just something you have to be aware of. And I think that's okay. It's just, it is an issue, and I think it's, I don't know, man. I'm really trying to make this card, like, I want him to be really good. And I don't think he's bad. I just don't know if he's quite as good as people would like him to be. You know what I mean? Not that he's a bad option. He's just not game-changing at all. He's at the small forward position, and he is a disappointing card. That should have been a steal 100%, but he gets an open shot and misses it. All right, board me. Beautiful stuff. He's missing with his Ray Allen. Comes at me a nice little screen. Big Z does not burst at all, but at least kind of gets downhill. He can already tell, I think, that I'm trying to go to Ray Allen, but there's only so much I can really do about that. Back it up in Kyrie dribble style again into a Pro 2 fade. It's a nice, bro. His upper is killing his fade, dude. Ah, the way they made this game this year, just, I don't know. Like, you can't get away with a bad jump shot at a position like shooting guard. And his jump shot itself is not bad, but his upper is. And it does hold this card back. I mean, in game, his release feels slow. It does. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I know I'm missing open shots, and I know I can't blame the game for me missing open shots. But at the same time, it's disappointing when a card like Ray Allen is just, I mean, he is really mid. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to like his release more than I do, but my opponent's already missing with him open. I'm missing with him open. It's just, and I mean, yes, you can blame me to a certain extent because I certainly could be playing better than I am right now, but that doesn't change the fact that this card is far from special at the shooting guard position. And really, I feel bad for anybody who locks in for this card because you're going to be so disappointed compared to what you could get. The 100 overalls, obviously, which are still very unlikely to get out of those packs, but those cards, and then Kate Cunningham and Big Z, who are both literally arguably the best gambling card at their position, pretty much. And then you have Ray Allen, who's like the 10th best gambling shooting guard. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not an exciting card for anybody. And I don't know. It is disappointing. I think they would have been better off making him the viable dark matter and making Lamar Odom pullable in the set, but whatever. I really thought he was going to be pretty good. I did. I thought that Corver base was going to change this card, but his upper is kind of janky, and even the release just doesn't feel great. But it's not just, obviously, it's not just the release. It's mostly the fade that is bothering me right now, to be honest, and the lack of size, lack of elite interior defense, because you can get those things at the shooting guard position for free. You know what I mean? You don't need Ray Allen. Reggie Lewis is free. Paul George was free. Kawhi was free. So if you got either of those cards for free, there you go. Dr. J is still attainable from the Pro Pass level 37 pack. Also from the wheel spin on the non-Pro Pass level 37. Like, there's a lot of available shooting guards in different ways, whether it be free cards or just good like ways to get gambling cards or whatever the case may be, that it just makes a guy like Ray Allen not matter enough in the way this game is. And it's, I don't know, I try not to sugarcoat things. Like, this card is not good, and I'm not going to sugarcoat things like he is. Just because he's got great stats and badges does not make him a great card. And with a lack of size and a lack of elite release at this point in the year, especially when every card they drop is near perfect, like, I would much rather use Galaxy Opal Morris Peterson than this Ray Allen card, 100%. I'd probably much rather use Galaxy Opal Cam Reddish as well. I haven't used him at the time I'm recording this video, but I will at some point. And I'm pretty sure I'll like that card better too, because he's taller and plays more defense, if nothing else. I mean, even without the elite release, like, if Ray had Patty Mills base at an exceptional upper and he was Glenn Rice but 6'5", I'd be pretty high on this card. But he's not. His release is fine, but you do have to hold it down that extra tick. I mean, even there, I had to hold it down that extra tick. That Corver base is great, but bases and everything, upper matters a lot, and for whatever reason, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, Ray Allen, his release is just bad. I mean, it just is, plain and simple. 3-point game. Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose because 47 seconds left. Not looking too likely to be a win, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not a huge deal. And, hey, I don't know. Even if we lose this game, it is what it is. I had a couple of open shots I should have made. I get that. But I'm just not used to the release being like this, especially at this lack of size. And, like, I personally would recommend against this Ray Allen. And if you do pull him, I honestly feel kind of bad for you. If you lock in the set, you get Ray Allen. That is a disappointing troll lock-in right there, who is, I mean, he might help your team. He might help some people's teams who get him, but I'm certainly not going to sit here and say that he is anything close to like a game-changing type of card, his position. And he's so easy to contest. I understand he's tired now, and I've kind of over-dribbled, but he is really easy to contest because of his upper. It just, that's how it works. That's just the way the game is played. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Good shot there. Finally hit a nice spot. Held it down well enough again. He's usable. I'm not saying he's bad. He's not bad. He's got great stats and badges, and he is still usable. He's just not elite, and he is definitely disappointing compared to Big Z and Cade Cunningham and how good those cards are. And that, at the end of the day, is the main core of kind of what I'm saying. So get through the screen, and he doesn't get through the screen, and it doesn't matter anyway because we lost regardless. It is what it is. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not impressed by this card, and I'm honestly disappointed they dropped him alongside such good dark matters outside of him. 9 points, 3 of 8, 1 of 5 from 3. I mean, Cade is awesome, Big Z is awesome, and the viable Lamar is awesome. This Ray Allen is not as awesome. It's a disappointment, but a lack of size and lack of elite release, especially at his position, matters a lot. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.